This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.
Hello, I'm Faye Fredericks with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. A barrage of bullets fired by Mesa police, more than 24 shots. Today we have body camera video. The man killed later found unarmed. Police had followed Angel Benitez from a restaurant parking lot where they say he'd been sleeping in a stolen car. Benitez drove away. When Mesa police found him again, they told Benitez to get out of the car. They say he complied at first, but then they say he reached for his waistband. Most of the officers involved were not wearing body cameras, so we don't have a clear view of what Benitez was doing, but you can hear what officers are telling him.
Driver, with your left hand, reach and open up the door. Driver, slowly step out of the vehicle and face away from us. Don't breathe.
A lot of shots there. Just before the shots, one officer did say, "Don't reach." Tempe police are investigating the shooting while the Mesa officers remain on routine administrative leave. To the latest coronavirus case count now, every county in Arizona now meets the benchmarks for businesses to reopen. While we expected Coconino and Pima counties to move backwards, the state kept those counties in the moderate spread category. That's despite seeing cases per capita rise above recommended levels. That would be an indicator to go into the substantial category. Coconino and Pima still meet the other two benchmarks. State says all three would need to roll back to shift categories. The Maricopa County Public Health Department identifying 9 Valley schools with coronavirus outbreaks. Schools are required to report outbreaks to the county and notify faculty and students within 24 hours. State's former director of public health saying responses from schools have varied, but finding cases is a good thing.
What's a bad thing is to have a school not working hard to identify those cases, a school not looking for symptoms. If that's happening, then your school's not going to find cases. And that's bad because that can result in a cascade of spread that ends up jeopardizing in-person instruction.
Yeah, it's communicating with parents of children who may have been exposed is crucial. President Donald Trump will be back in Arizona next week, just 3 weeks after his last visit. He'll be in Tucson on Monday and then Flagstaff on Tuesday. And he might not be alone. During his most recent visit to the Valley, Vice President Mike Pence told a crowd of supporters at the Wigwam he'd be back in Arizona on October 8th, the day after the vice presidential debate, which is also one day into early voting. With courts still trying to decide when the 2020 census should end, census takers in Arizona are rushing to make sure everyone is counted.
We've really upped our efforts in our tribal communities in rural Arizona and among Latino Arizonans as well.
Alec Thompson from the Arizona Complete Count Committee said that those are the areas least likely to have filled out their census. So far, 97% of Arizona homes have responded. You can fill out yours right now by going to 2020census.gov. The Phoenix Rescue Mission redoubling their efforts to help families impacted by coronavirus. They launched their new holiday campaign today. It's called Fed Up, Hungry for Change. Today's launch event brought a mobile food pantry to the West Valley, an area where some families don't have a local grocery store or a way to get there.
These are working poor people mostly. Most of their income goes to their bills, their normal bills. So whatever is left is very little. So if we can provide them even just a small bit of food or hygiene for them, that helps them so that they can continue to pay their bills.
Because of the pandemic, more people than ever need help. To find out how you can pitch in right now, go to phoenixrescuemission.org.
Tracking your forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Amber Sellens, and October is off to a hot start. In fact, we could even set records this weekend. Take a look at the forecast. Saturday up to 105 and Sunday at 104. Those temperatures could tie or break the daily heat records, and tomorrow's going to be a close call too. Tomorrow's record high is 107 degrees, and right now we have your forecast going up to 106 here in the Valley. There's your Valley planner, still off to a great start in the morning with lows in the the 70s. And across the state, temperatures will still be in the 80s along the rim and 90s in Prescott, Sedona, Payson, and Globe. So unseasonably warm for the high country too, and staying that way. Although temperatures look to drop gradually over the next 7 days, we are not going to be able to get rid of these triple digits here in Phoenix. Down to 103 though, with a few more clouds for the start of next week, and then low 100s toward the end of next week.
For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, head to ABC15.com or download the free ABC15 mobile app.
This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.